So today we'll talk about Snapchat, and if Snap doesn't fix this, the site is gonna die. Okay, so yeah, because there are tons of people who do this stuff on Snapchat where they send username to each other to make friends. But apparently Snapchat doesn't want you to do that anymore. Why? Nobody knows why. Nobody knows why. Why? But apparently, ever since the COVID-19 pandemic has started, apparently Snapchat has said, "Oh, you know what? Let's do the same thing that YouTube does and use bots. Like, bots totally worked for YouTube and totally does not backfire on YouTube creators. Okay, we all know what's going on with YouTube and bots. A lot of people's videos are being demonetized. A lot of people's videos are being flagged and taken down literally for no reason, even though the original video is still up. And no, I'm not talking about copyright claims. I'm talking about YouTube just removing your videos just because they want to. Or YouTube's bots removing videos because it violated child safety rules. Even though the original video, if you re-upload said video, it is still on YouTube. Where it doesn't make any sense. But again, that's how the YouTube bots run YouTube. But ever since Snapchat did the same thing, Snapchat has been declining. Why? That is because Snapchat has put automatic locks. And of course, the mainstream media has no way to help you. Of course, they have no way to help you because, and of course, don't trust those hackers online, or they're just gonna make you pay $80 for you to unlock your account, and they'll probably just take your account anyways because it's a free account for them. So, so the real ones, and again, let's talk about Snapchat support. Snapchat support is completely and utterly useless. The top three most useless characters in all of fiction, Snapchat support would probably be even more useless than Sakura from Naruto. Like, dear God, okay? Everybody's been asking for this to be fixed, the automatic lock system by the bots, but Snapchat has done this not a single thing. Okay, this is even worse than people demand YouTube bots to not automatically demonetize or age restrict videos for no reason. Snapchat will really not allow you to access your account because you added too many people. Like, what kind of website does that? Snapchat is about one of the things about Snapchat is about making friends. How are people going to make new friends without, especially during a pandemic? Okay, well, in some places you're still not, especially during a pandemic, because again, this has been going on even when in some areas where it's locked down and you're not allowed to leave your house, but they'll lock your account because you were adding too many people. And also, what if you go to a big party and add like a lot of people? Okay, you meet a lot of people at this party or a reunion party, and you get the app, and all of your friends have it. So if you add all your friends at the party, but then Snapchat locks your account because you know what, you added too many people, so you're spamming. Okay, why should Snapchat have bots that regulate how many people you should add at once? Okay, it's like YouTube banning people off the site for subscribing to too many YouTube channels at once. Like, it's crazy. Okay, if people want to add people by SFS or add a bunch of people on QuickAdd, they know if they make a new account, they shouldn't have their account immediately locked just because they want to meet their friends in their new account and they're new to the site, especially people who are new to the site or make a new account. If they add too many people right away, the Snapchat bots will say, you know what? We're just gonna, lock your account, and eventually they're just gonna lock your account permanently if you continue doing it for a certain amount of time. And yes, there are some famous people who had their accounts locked and had their accounts unlocked, but a majority of people will not be able to get their accounts if they're permanently locked unlocked because Snapchat does not really care about its user base, even less than Twitter and YouTube does. Okay, I can't wait to the day when a competitor comes to Snapchat, which probably I wouldn't be surprised comes very soon. and basically Snapchat gets destroyed. Again, a lot of other sites have already copied the stories mechanics already. For example, Instagram does it. Okay, YouTube does it now. Okay, now it's turned into short videos, basically, and you know, Instagram does it, Facebook does it, and all the other sites have this. Okay, but this is the big issue Snapchat has to worry about, and has to fix. But they're not gonna fix it because of course Snapchat support is just as useless as Sakura, or even more useless than Sakura from Naruto. Snapchat support there's absolutely zero support. Every other website has much better support than Snapchat support. Okay, YouTube has better support. Okay, than Snapchat. Okay, even fucking Twitter has better support than Snapchat. And another thing is, one of the only ways to talk to Snapchat support is by Twitter, but again, they're just putting an automated response because that's how useless the Snapchat support is. Okay, it's just it's most likely some bot that just scans through all the accounts and just puts out automated messages. That's not really support. Okay, a site support should at least have someone on the phone or someone, responding to the messages or checking what the bot is doing. Okay, the bot should at least have some check to see, hey, you shouldn't lock this account. But no, their bots don't have any checks, and that's the reason why Snapchat will soon probably, if a site actually makes a see, if some guy actually says, you know what, I'm sick of Snapchat locking me, so I'm gonna make my own Snapchat, and there we go. And that Snapchat doesn't lock people for no reason, so people like me will immediately go there, and of course they're gonna spread that to other people, and people get in. You know what's gonna happen? Snapchat's gonna die. The site's gonna die, the app's gonna die, because they keep blocking people's accounts for no reason, not allowing people to access their accounts, but they say the app's for real friends. The app is not for real friends if you're not allowed to use the app, okay? The only other site I can think that bans people for no reason is Twitter, okay? And guess what Twitter is now? Twitter is a dying app. Twitter is a dying app. Countries are banning Twitter, and Twitter is really crying and whining over countries like Nigeria banning their site, even though they're the ones who are banning the world readers. But Twitter is a dying site, and Twitter is gonna cause cry and whine until they fizzle out of social media, just like MySpace did. Okay, Facebook replaced MySpace, and I wouldn't be surprised once Snapchat that in the next couple of years, there is a site that is basically just like Snapchat that basically overtakes Snapchat in user base, and there's nothing they can do about it. Okay, and Snapchat becomes just like MySpace and Twitter and Tumblr, sites that basically became a relic of the past. Yes, Tumblr and MySpace still exist, but they both still died as sites. No one uses Tumblr anymore, and definitely no one uses MySpace, anymore. Okay? There's a reason why sites like Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram are not dead. They don't ban their users for no reason. Yeah, there are some YouTubers that get banned for ridiculous reasons that YouTube does not like, but it's not as nearly as bad as Snapchat literally likely banning people based off how many people they add. Again, I can use the allegory here. YouTube banning people for how many people they subscribe to, or Instagram banning how many people they follow. Okay? It is absolutely insane that Snapchat basically has bots watching your every single move on Snapchat. It is absolutely insane. I actually deleted the account that got permanently locked because, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Okay? If they think they're so much better than me because they have an emotionless bot thinks they know how to make friends, then why does this emotionless bot go and make friends? But I think this is gonna be the death of the app. As more and more people, again, there's gonna be a lot of people that don't really need friends, but a lot of newer accounts and a lot of newer people are going to be blocked for literally no reason, and even permanently locked, and they're going to have to keep making new accounts because Snapchat support is completely useless. And of course, Snapchat's won't be doing this stuff in the first place. A Snapchat account should only be walked if they actually are reported for spamming, not be walked by some automated device that thinks you're spamming. That's how it should be. But no, that's not how it works. Okay? That's how it works on fucking Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You only get banned for spamming if you get reported. I don't know why it's that hard for even Spiegel and Snapchat for the real one to put in something that simple. Okay, instead of putting an automated service that bans people for no reason, that kicks people off the site for literally no reason. And Snapchat support is useless because it's another automated service. So you really are not winning with Snapchat. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised in the next coming years there's an alternative Snapchat that pops up. And basically Snapchat becomes basically MySpace. And everybody leaves Snapchat because at least that site will not ban people for no reason. Okay, I think unless Snapchat fixes this automatic walk issue for adding people, Snapchat is doomed as a site. So that's basically it. Goodbye.